Hi Gabe. Hey guys, my name is Paulo, and today I'm bringing you guys a review of these leather Adizeros, the Messi colorway. See, I'm a new channel here, and I'm gonna try to get you guys some nice soccer shoe reviews or football shoe reviews, wherever you're from. A lot I could say about these shoes. These are one of my favorite shoes that I have. I don't have that many, but it's one of my favorites by far. First I'll start with just the materials. This whole upper right here is leather, which I like to see way more. I mean, it's not that much leather, but it's good. Then we have the sprint web here, and I'll explain what that is later on. And then we here have just the one-piece sprint skin, but I don't know if you guys can see it. No, I don't think you can, but it's like a leather texture, but it's still synthetic. It's not leather, so don't get confused by that. Then sole plate, we have the sprint frame, which is, I think, pretty good. So let me just start on the leather here. This leather here is basically a calfskin leather, I believe, and it's very good, very soft, very supple. I would have to say treat it once in a while, because it will crack a little bit, and there have been some times where I haven't treated it. Let's see if I find down here, there's a bunch of little cracks and stuff, but and up here too, but whatever. Little things don't really matter. I've had these for a couple months now, and lots of things I could say about them. First of all, they're extremely comfortable for a lightweight shoe. I have to say, I wasn't expecting anything like this. The fit now, a lot of people have had issues with fit in the shoe, but my foot's pretty wide, and this is more of a wider fitting shoe. A lot of people have complained to go down the size, because they say that this portion here either stretches too much, and then after it stretches, you can barely touch both sides of your foot to the wall of the shoe. I think since my foot's wide, I didn't have this issue at all. I mean, it did kind of stretch. If you can see here, you can see it kind of running over for the sole plate, but it's fine. My foot's wide enough, so it was really comfortable. And right out of the box, I got these, and I played the very next day with them, basically brand new, and all I had was about 30 minutes to warm up. They broke in easily within the 10 minutes, so I was already used to how they feel. They're very amazing, I think, in that way, that they could break in so fast. But I would say if you have a wide foot, get your normal size, because they run fine. I mean, the toe was running fine, and the length was perfect. I'm a size 10.5, that's what we have here. But I say if you have a little bit more of a narrow foot, I'd say go half a size down, even maybe a full size down. Just make sure that your toe is fine, because that's not going to stretch forward. Just watch the sides. Now I'm going to move on to the next portion here, the sprint web. I liked it a lot. I think this is a great addition to the shoe, and I know in the new Adizero they made some improvements with it. But with this release of this leather Adizero, it was great, because sure, I might have a wide foot, but I like the laces tied pretty tight, and this allowed me to do it almost kind of like a Flywire on the Superfly, but a little different since it's more noticeable, I think, in the shoe. Also, when I'm on a sprint and I'm running fast and I'm making quick turns, it really helps hold my foot in place, and I love it a lot. It's a nice, good support, and you can see it runs all the way down. It's still very thin, very light, doesn't really add any weight to the shoe, but it almost gives the shoe a little bit of a toughness. I'm not as scared, let's say, if somebody steps on my foot, because it feels more secure than I'd say the past Adizeros, where it feels like nothing. And here, this is basic, just sprint skin, same as the synthetic Adizero, but the only difference is it has a leather finish to it, which I think is pretty good, because it would be kind of strange if you had the leather top and then just the normal sprint skin synthetic in the back, because it would just kind of be uneven. But the fact that Adidas did include that was pretty good. They did it in the last Adizero too, and I like that a lot. Here's just a nice little tongue here. It's very, very thick, and thick in my opinion, not as thin as, let's say, the synthetic. It has that leather finish too. I really like this. They're a little bit dirty since I've used them so much. On the inside of the shoe, we have this kind of synthetic leather thing just running on the lip of the shoe. But then in the inside, in this lighter blue area here, not sure if you can see it that well, This is the suede-like finish, and that runs all the way through the shoe and underneath the tongue as well. Try to get a shot of that underneath the tongue. And I really like that a lot, and it's really comfortable. I'm serious. My most comfortable lightweight shoes I think you could find out there. Now let's go to the insole here. So, being the leather Adizero, it only comes with this one insole, the comfort insole, which personally, even if I had the synthetic, I would still put this one insole in. It's a very solid insole, I'd say. It's very comfortable. I mean, sure, it's still it's really still lightweight, I think, in terms of insoles, but it's pretty comfortable considering this is an ultra lightweight type of shoe. Simple, and it has kind of like I don't know how to describe it, a suede-like finish, but the way it feels on your foot is almost more like a sandpaper, which isn't bad. It holds to your sock very well, and I really like this about the shoe. Here's a quick overview on the Sprint frame. I know a lot of reviews have talked about this as being maybe not the best sole plate, but I think it was one of the best sole plates out there. I mean, I've always been a fan of almost chronicle studs, and this here is almost a perfect mix because it has that very nice shape to it. I mean, the triangle shape is good, so it's not perfectly chronicle, but it has that type of feel, I'd say, in a way. They say they made some adjustments because there's grooves, but you won't notice, or whatever. And they've also, I think, fixed the durability issue on these front two studs, and so that's good. But otherwise, I find it very solid. It's very stiff too. I mean, there's no back bend here in the midfoot, which for shooting I think is very good. It almost feels, in a way, as stiff as a vapor, which is insane because this is just a very light plastic. Here, got the Micoach slot here, but I didn't put Micoach in. Didn't feel like buying it. Really, it's not necessary. So don't feel pressure to buying the Micoach if you have this shoe. One thing I kind of like is this space right here in front of the two cleats. It's like an almost even space, and if you ever step on concrete, I think you'll notice it a lot because it almost kind of dips. But when you're running, it allows for very fast release and everything. Turning on these studs, I mean, I feel like right here and right there, you feel a lot of turning pressure, and and it's very good. It allows very quick, fast action things, and it's pretty nice. I find no stud pressure, and I play on both turf and grass. I had no issues in playing in either of them. And I play on pretty hard ground, and even though I got the firm ground boot, I live in Chicago, and sometimes if it doesn't rain, the grass fields will get really dry and it's really rough, but it just holds up nice. There's no wear and tear anywhere in the studs. Go on touches the ball. If I make, let's say, a touch here on the outside of the foot, you get that nice soft leather, and it's an amazing touch, I think, on that. Even if you hit it more on the synthetic portions, it's still good. Since the boot's so close to your foot, it's very precise in all ways. So I really like that about this shoe. I'm not going to complain about that. I mean, sure, it'd be nice if it had a little bit more leather, almost like a Mizuno, or you see the Pumas, or even you can see the One Piece on the Pele Trinity leathers. And those are all lightweight shoes that have the more leather, I could say. Even the last Adizero and the current Adizero have more leather than this, which I think this was a disappointment, and I think that's why they fixed it in the new Adizero. But I won't complain. It's pretty good still. I think I like it a lot, and a lot on the first touch, it really helps you. Shooting, I didn't really like on the shoe, because what I found is when you shoot the ball, you only end up hitting it here nicely, and then up here. You know, there's no. I always used to hit a curve shot from right here, but that completely almost disappeared with this shoe, and it doesn't feel as comfortable. But otherwise, I think it's fine because I could hit them pretty hard off here. I can still kind of side swipe here, but just this portion here is made for, I think, more of a shot. And the shots feel pretty good and natural. Alright, I think that's about it I could say about this shoe. Since the new Adizero came out, I could find them pretty cheap. I bought these for $130 out of where I find them, soccerpro.com. I use that Voodoo Josh's coupon code, and I think this is one of the best shoes out there for people with wide feet and people who like lightweight shoes. Thank you, and stay tuned for my next review.